Hey guys, what's up? Power of Boxing here, and I'm gonna talk about what Freddie Roach told the LA Times in this article that the LA Times just came out with, that Manny's left hand will be very important in this fight. Like it always is, obviously. Manny Pacquiao's left hand is his best punch since the beginning of time. His left hand was what pretty much made him pretty much started off with him just being that devastating left-handed fighter. And so Manny Pacquiao became good at throwing his right hand after the first Eric Morales fight. And that's one of the reasons why he lost the first Eric Morales fight, because his right hand just wasn't good enough, and he was still favoring his left too much, and he wasn't skillful enough. He didn't have enough skill and technique in his right hand at that point in his career. But after that fight, the first Eric Morales defeat, the only decision loss in Pacquiao's career, in my opinion, because the Timothy Bradley one, obviously that was a robbery. But so Freddie Roach said, though, he apologized to Pacquiao after that first Eric Morales fight back in back in 2005. He apologized to Pacquiao that he didn't properly train his right hand as a power punch. But after that fight, Freddie Roach really started to focus on training his right hand. Some training sessions back then, doing the mitts and stuff, Manny Pacquiao was only allowed to use his right hand. I remember way back I remember seeing training videos where Pacquiao had to use only his right hand for the training session, and he was just developing the skill and technique and combinations just with that right hand, developing the strength and power in that right hand. But now apparently Freddie Roach says that obviously Pacquiao's gotten comfortable with using his right hand. He's gotten very good. His right hand's became almost as good as his left hand in power and technique. And now, though, Freddie Roach wants to go back to using Pacquiao's left more. Freddie Roach this week actually did a training session this week that Pacquiao could only use his left hand. And Freddie Roach said he did 12 rounds with only punch. Pacquiao was only allowed to punch with his left hand for 12 rounds of training. And Freddie Roach told the LA Times. So obviously this training, I like what Freddie Roach is doing here. It will help Pacquiao get his left hand made more crisp, ready. Definitely the left hand is always a big factor. I like that kind of training when you're training only one hand, because I think you're focusing on that, and his left hand's gonna look sharp when May 2nd comes. Freddie Roach liked that because not only does it sharpen the left hand, but it reinforces Freddie Roach's teachings like he used to back then. Like lately, in the last few years, Manny Pacquiao is more of Freddie Roach is kind of working for Pacquiao now, and Freddie Roach has to listen more to Pacquiao as compared to back then. Manny Pacquiao was listening to Freddie Roach always and listened to everything Freddie Roach said. So going back to this, kind of Freddie Roach likes how it reinforces his teachings, and Freddie Roach is becoming more say and more like back then kind of thing, instead of Pacquiao having to say with all his training and how he does it. So, and it will help him using the left hand. Will definitely be a key to the victory for Mayweather's first loss. It's all about putting everything together, Freddie Roach says. So, yeah, they're working the left hand, just like back then, how they only worked the right hand, but now it's the left hand, going back to what made Pacquiao, like what started off his career, what made his rise. Without that left hand, he would have never even been heard of. The left hand got him there, and once he mastered the right hand as well, that's when he became the elite fighter and the dominant fighter. And we've seen that after the first Eric Morales fight. Freddie Roach really just worked the right hand, and we've seen in the next fight against Hector Velasquez, Pacquiao stopped him. And then we seen the Eric Morales rematch after that fight. We seen the right hand made a huge difference. So, yeah, I like this training here, and Manny Pacquiao training only his left hand in a training session for 12 rounds. He was only allowed to use his left hand. I like this kind of training because I think it's going to really make his left hand look sharp May 2nd, and that's going to make a huge difference come May 2nd. So, Power of Boxing, powering down.